When they tell you, say, get good name, say good name is far better than riches. You do chi 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 chi. Now, come and see what good name can do. Get good name, you say no, now evil. Evil now you want to do. Now come and see the families of the Nnamdi Azikiwe still going through the pains of the kind of bad image or what many people may perceive as bad image for the Nnamdi Azikiwes. Now one of the Nnamdi Azikiwes don't fall out now. They beg Nigerians. This woman, obviously they beg Nigerians to stop reminding them of the many sins, the numerous sins, the numerous atrocities that Nigerians feel, that we feel that the man committed, that we are still rubbing on their faces. It is very difficult for them to just look and ignore when people talk about issues. So this is why you need to get a good name. You understand? Because even after you don't go, your families, your line go fit enjoy the kind of image when you don't build. You understand? Now see that as this woman they lament. They beg Nigerians.
Thank you very much. That was the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, making his remarks at the 13th edition of the Zik Lecture Series. My dear friends, we omitted a few persons in the course of the recognition. Let me very quickly tell us that Professor Nneka Obi is in the room. Thank you very much for joining us. Oli, I should say. Professor Jaja Wanebo is also here. Chief Celestine Obaka is in the room, and we also have Professor Uche Ajato. You're most welcome. The next person to make remarks is a lady of substance. She is a very gentle mother and mother of all. I recall with nostalgia and with some reminiscences how she used to drive in with a royal blue colored flatboat 230 Mercedes parked in front of Institute of Education at the University of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I talk about a mother of all and the mother of the day. She'll be making some remarks now to us. Please make welcome with a warm applause Emeritus Professor Uche Azikiwe.
Thank you. I will humbly plead, if I may use Igbo, Biko, if I should be allowed to stand on the existing protocol. The chairman, permit me, Your Excellency, to stand on the existing protocol, please, because I think the time is no longer on our path. Every November 16 is a special day in the family. And it seems it's also a special day in the country as a whole. Enugu State, Anambra State, Southeast as a whole. And Ojeli Igbo, High Chief, Distinguished Senator Nnamdi, has added another notch on that special day, making November 16 a special day in Nigeria and in our lives. I don't know what to say on how to appreciate Senator Obi. He's been like an elder brother to my children. He's been their mentor. Chief Obi, thank you. Dalo, Chukwu gozie gị. And the lady beside her, chillax, Chi Pepe. Please continue to take good care of Senator Obi so that he will live long to make sure that this Zik lecture is something that will go international in future. Thank you, Chi. Dalo. I want us also to say a big thank you to the Anambra State government. Unfortunately, I didn't attend last year because there are many Zik this, Zik that on November 16. Today, you will listen to what happened in Abuja, November 16, by a group known as Igbo Nsukka, something. They are also doing their own November 16, Zik, something. I've forgotten the details. But it's the same Zik of Africa, our own Zik. I want to also express the family's gratitude to the UNIZIK, because since Senator Nnamdi established this annual lecture, it has been growing from strength to strength. And maybe the success is also based on the faculty it is instituted, social sciences. I remember when Nonyelo started it. We normally sit at the old end, the old hall somewhere. When we go through the old second gate. So I appreciate the faculty and all the deans and HODs that have managed to put the lectures together. The entire family of Nnamdi Azikiwe is very grateful to Nigerians. They have not let his legacies to die or to be forgotten. No matter what they say, there are still people who appreciate what Nnamdi Azikiwe did, not just for Nigeria, not just for West Africa, but for Africa. And that brings about the Zik of Africa. So we appreciate the entire university, Southeast, Enugu, Anambra, all of us, and Nigeria as a whole. But you know, as a human being, you can never satisfy everybody. There are times we read a lot of things in the social media. Nnamdi Azikiwe did this. He didn't do that. The Igbos are suffering because of what he didn't do. And all whatnot. Being human beings, my children and I always feel bad when we come across such comments. But one thing that, after a while, I will say, no. Some of the comments are coming from younger ones who were born after the war. 1970, 70-something. So when I look at the age of those who are making such comments, I say, one day they will grow up to understand who Zik was and what he did for Nigeria, for Africa, and so on, and for the world. You know that our colonial masters are, they are very smart and intelligent. And when they find out that you are somebody that will not let them continue ruling Africans, they will go after you. And I think that's what happened to Zik and the colonial masters. They didn't want this smart man, this smart young man, to come and deny them. Look at all the resources in Africa. They were harvesting and taking everything. So this one will come and say, and make their people brainwash them so that they will not listen to us. No, we will not let Zik succeed. And that was where the problem is. Zik and the colonial masters. I feel that as a human being, you can never be perfect. You can never satisfy everybody. some of the achievements of Nnamdi Azikiwe, or let me put it this way, some of the things he did were good. Some of the things he did were his best. And his best was good for some people, but his best was not good for others. What we are pleading the family and most supporters of Nnamdi Azikiwe is, please, if you know what he didn't do well, now that you are in Nigeria, Biko, start from where he stopped and do it better. Please. Zik never claimed that he's the all and all, although they assigned everything to him, disappearance, this, Atlantic Ocean key, and this and that. But I know he's an ordinary human being like all of us. If you know that he did not do this well, please get in there and do it the best way so that you will correct it, because he never said, I am the best, I'm the only one to do it. Please. I would want to suggest to the Faculty of Social Sciences, all these lectures that have been delivered every year, 13 of them, why don't you put it together as a journal or a book? Because that is that legacy. Those of us that didn't know him will pick the book. Look at what Ibn Chambers, His Excellency, has said. I attended when the Kenyan president came. And also when, is it Oshiomhole or somebody? I think I was here also. They will dig out what Zik did. For those of us who didn't know to know. So I think one of the help that the Faculty of Social Sciences will do to Zik is to be publishing this. 13 chapters, not just the lectures, all the speeches by Ojeli Igbo, the governors, the chairman of the occasion, put them into chapters or whatever, any way you want to do it, and publish them. Many people will buy them. We are trying, the family, we are trying to digitalize his works. These are some of the things that will be digitalized and uploaded, so that wherever you are, University of California, Los Angeles, they gave us a little grant, and we are digitizing his documents. But the money has finished, and they said they're not giving us a second tranche. But we are very, very sure that God will also open another avenue for us to get more grants. So these are the things we will digitalize, and it will be for even those yet unborn will know exactly what Zik did and what Zik did not do. I am very, very happy whenever I listen to the positive ends of things that Zik did. I'm very, very happy. And I thank God that I'm alive, strong, to be able to attend some of these functions, to listen to them, so that when I'm no longer able to move around, I can then sit my grandchildren down and say, this is what Grandpa did, this is what... When you hear this, don't mind them. Please, Faculty of Social Sciences, let's do that. I will want to, at this end, to end my comment remarks, I want to say thank you to the new VC. From what I read here in his speech, 70 billion naira is not a joke. If that money is raised for us to put into the institute Chief Obi is putting together, it's going to be a huge investment in the university. I pray that it will be a huge success. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if I'm allowed to be talking, because I'm so happy, I'm very, very happy today. You know, one of the days when we hear positive things, then I will say, let it continue. Let us keep talking about who? Nnamdi Azikiwe, Benjamin, Owele, Osawanya, Onitsha, and the father of all. Another thing I want us to bear in mind is that United States of Africa is still doable if our leaders, the young leaders in African nations, will come together. Because the Europeans and whatever, they are still coming into Africa to do what? Take all our resources to their own nations, save the money there, and then they are still seeing us as what? Nothing. Let us have United States of Africa. They are afraid, and that was why they hated Nnamdi Azikiwe. If there is one united Africa, then there will be no British government, no United States of America, and all other powerful European countries, and so on. So I want to stand here today, November 16, to say a big thank you. Yes, so I've forgotten Abogidi. Abogidi, please, sir. My husband, I know that you are for me, and you are with me. Thank you, sir, for coming. When I asked Ojeli Igbo, he said, oh, Abogidi is coming. I said, oh, thank God. I'm rest assured that everything will move on fine, because with his spirit here, the spirit of the whole of our nature is here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for honoring my husband and our father the way it is done. Now, thank you, and forever, God bless you.